I am going to black border every single map in BTD6. Join me on my journey as I tackle the next challenge, Polyphemus map, and this map was an adventure.
What? When? I can get Shinobi tactics. Whoa, hold on! No, I don't know! What do I do? Ah! Oh no! I panicked. Alright, I'm happy that I died. So one Ultra Juggernaut, please. Oh my god, please.
Chapter 1. The Shinobi Tactical Chaos. I decided to try Masked Ninja Monkey. I tried Obyn for his synergies with Magic Monkeys, and I'm going for double discount strat. Discovering out the opening was a tricky bit.
What? When did it happen?
But before I go through there, I wanna talk about my credo on my way to get black borders. I refuse to follow guys that tells me exactly what to do in which order, but I welcome guys that explain game in greater detail. Look at Bloons solver description. Look at it! What is that? With that in mind, I've seen what O3O Ninja does, and it increases powers of other ninjas, and it stacks to 20. Well, it's pretty obvious that trying 20 ninjas is a thing. Anyway, I was watching some people play Chimps, and even if I want to follow my own guts and create my own strategies, you won't be able to stay away from everything, especially if you're in community, and I've noticed double discount village is played, so I'm going with that. I died a lot, and I mean a lot, trying to figure out the early game. I add one trio druid to help with early game. It feels extremely wrong to have Obyn and skip druid. By the same token, it was refreshing to play strat that allows you to completely ignore camos due to ninja. But still, I was worried about first Moab with this build. Part of me knew that we won't deal with Moab, but I greeted discount village anyway. I threw down the alchemist thinking it's a good idea to help with Moab, and to my surprise, it worked. I added one flash bomb ninja and focus on buff ninjas next. I thought for a second whether having one tier 5 will increase the probability of alch buff or is it just RNG, because if I have 20 monkeys around me and one dealing real damage and alch buff is important, then it will be RNG fiesta. I thought I won't make tier 5 ninja for 63, so I went for multiple ninjas. This strategy is a nightmare to pull off. It is extremely unfun to operate. You need to squeeze 20 plus monkeys in a fairly narrow space, and misplacement of a village or something can result in plenty of frustration. Look at this. I expected to fit one in, but it just wasn't the case. I added a ninja and thought that with extra range upgrade it would buff my main guy. Well, it didn't. I'm sure it won't play a role later in the run. Right? Right? And if you want to pop DDTs, it means you're buying MIT, which eliminates bigger radius from one of the villages, making it even more tedious to place the monkeys. I've been adding attack speed monkeys and start to wonder, at which point should I save up for Grandmaster Shenanigans? With 10 times buff in place, I simultaneously wanted to save up for Grandmaster and add more popping power for 63. The comforting thought was that without spending money, Obyn level 11 would greatly increase my power, so I decided to take a gamble, save up money and try to beat 63 with what I have. At the same time I realized that my Obyn is in suboptimal position, because his range doesn't cover all of the monkeys, and a reminder, only those in range of Obyn are getting buffed. So first stronger round, BFB. Can I even beat this to begin with? No problemo. And 63. It was all the time on my mind, whether it's good enough or not, and here we are. We're good. There is a part of me that wants to remove trees just to see a track better. As a side note, not seeing the bottom tracks makes map harder if you would like to rely on some abilities to beat certain rounds. If you can't see the balloon, you have to guess when to use them. While I was a happy optimist getting ready for my Grandmaster Ninja, one fortified Moab got better of me. Let us enjoy my beautiful reaction live.
Whoa, hold on. No, I don't, no, what do I do? Ah! Oh no! That's a tier 5. I panicked. Did anybody notice that I panicked? This was part of my strategy from the very beginning, to be honest. Let's look at that. Yep. Yep, that's it.
In hindsight, I look how much money I have, how much I was missing. I realized I was about 1,000 off, and then I remembered this. I'm sure it won't play a role later in the run. Right? Right? Well, we'll see about this one. Restart 80. I tried adding jungle drums and then died on the next round. So we start again with ninja into dart. We died on round 10 and then a couple of times. So we changed absolutely nothing and then win 10 on the next try. You've got to love this game sometimes. Obyn, ninja training, druid gardening. I truly don't know how should I place my discount villages in order to get the most out of them, so I did this.
It's right here.
I've added steroid potion dealer, mob killer, bigger radius on both discount villages.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I didn't realize it yet, but I made a big mistake with that. I will need MIT to deal with DDTs, and well, it is what it is. Pop, 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 pop. The epic battle begins. In a world where Bloons are taking over, everything they've thrown at us has been to no effect. Now they're sending the one and only 63 unstoppable ceramics of doom. Prepare for the ultimate showdown! The Tier 5 Grandmaster Monkey. And there we go, Grandmaster is here. Time to add the rest of my monkeys. Pop, pop, pop. I added jungle drums, I added MIB so that my Grandmaster can hit DDTs. Pop, pop, pop. Of course, I put some of the ninjas outside of my main DPS range. I upgraded my alchemist and settled for 19 buffs. With 19 buffs and Obyn, I am back in my battle mode to be defeated by DDTs. Wait, what?
Really? That's not enough? Like 19 with Obyn buff? That's not enough to pop one DDT?
I added glue and retried around and won. Without the problem. Then the next round of DDTs we dealt with them, no problemo. I did not understand. How was the 3 DDTs on 90 not even close, and then a bunch of them on 93 a free win? Then 95 came and revelation happened. I mess around restarting 95 for a while, and I didn't even realize that my main DPS monkey was outside of MIT range, meaning I was relying on Alk buff to pop DDTs, and that wasn't good enough. I looked back at the footage, and when I checked if my main ninja was in the range of MIT, I realized I misclicked on Alchemist. And there it was, at the feet of a man who played all the way to the 90s, tediously placing ninja monkeys, villages, druids. I started as an enthusiast, ended up defeated. I don't want to place ninja monkeys anymore, but there is something else I can do. Chapter 2, Ezili's Hopefull Journey. One of the strongest heroes that can obliterate mobs, capable of defeating Purple Friend on her own. No more weak ninja monkeys, only strength. Right?
Alright, I am back, and I refuse to play any more of that ninja shenanigans. Okay, that looks good, and for the love of God. Oh God. Okay, let me try again. Oh, yeah. How about this thing? This thing expensive. What if I do this? Then that happens. I'm liking on the blues. Put Dark Monkey on last and see how this will work. To quickly drop him. Oh God. Damn it. For fuck's sake. How? Do you do anything? No, that's not good. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh God. No, no, no. I think you're gonna save us a lot of trouble, my friend. Seriously? I am fundamentally exhausted. You have to be kidding me. No! It didn't. You're not dealing with 1 green on level 5? You don't? Also, it is so frustrating. Ha ha ha, funny. Oh well.
Well, it didn't go as smoothly in reality as it was in my head. Ezili is a tricky hero to operate with. It is the only hero that isn't truly gated behind money. It's gated by your ability to survive once you deploy her. Look at others in contrast. Once you drop them, it's a 1 round. Maybe Geraldo being an exception, but the point still stands. I had this vision in my head when Ezili would carry. I would click on her ability and it's a free win here and there. But no, hell no. She was a liability in many stages of the game. Don't get me wrong, she has her place in a game. And once you understand how to push her buttons and strategize around her, she's good. But if you don't, oh my god, you've just seen what I've been through. Anyway, this is what I came up with so far, and the question is, will it be enough to win?
Oh no, please. Oh, yes.
This opening is a mess, plenty of 0-0s, I upgraded Magic Monkey with fire to poplets, but then again there is a second part of the track, so I upgraded Sniper to do the same. Magic to deal with Camos, more Graves for spam rounds, Cannon as a mob eliminator. My thinking was, it's cheap and I have to have some mob help, Shimmer to help with Camos, again. Then I got 200 Ice Monkey to yet again help with camos. Listen, at this point I was paranoid and tired of losing again. Some of the choices are straight up dumb and or unnecessary. Village to forget about camos for good. Then I got Necromancer Shenanigans because it synergizes with our hero. I upgraded my cannon a bit before 50s where it would be more impactful. Starting with 50s mobs regularly will appear. Jungle jumps, it makes sense to me that if I had that many monkeys, buffing all of those is useful. On my way there I got Snowstorm, thinking if I got Ice Monkey I can utilize it as well. Middle path ability slows balloons, and our hero damage is an overtime effect. On a basic level it appears to be a good combo. The part I hate about this map are those trees on bottom. You can't see Bloons well, and it's easy to be late with an ability. My small Bloons option doesn't help either. I cannot change this option during the game, so at least I reduce my own FX scale hoping it will achieve something. I got 420 sub, aim being tier 5 later on to boost hero XP. When I look at Ezili, when you consider to run her, getting Energizer should be at least considered for his XP boost. And at this point I realized, ideally tier 5 is something I want for 63, but I'm not going to have money for it. So I settled for second 402 boomerang, and with that addition we're just fine. There are some satisfying Ezili 10 moments. On round 77 I got enough money for Energizer, and then on 79 I met my demise.
Whoa! How did that happen?
To be honest, it's my first time dying to 79, so there is that. I mess around retrying last round, added glue and so on, but regardless, there is a lesson here. I assume that if I have Ezili, I am good with mob class balloons. Energizer is a whole lot of money and it does a whole lot of nothing to mobs. Moving forward, if I plan to spend over 30,000 on a tower, which is pretty good versus spam, I should consider spending the rest of my money on something that will be good versus mobs. I did the opposite. I spent plenty on not one, but two 402 boomerangs. On top of that, 024 wizard. At certain point I was trying to survive some rounds, so practically I just delayed my defeat. I'm looking at you, second boomerang monkey. My conclusion is, if you play some of those harder maps, you need a strategy sometimes. You can't just freestyle on a fly and be successful. So with that being said, let me freestyle my next strategy. Chapter 3. Primarily cat, but not a tomato. So everybody knows the best hero out there, absolute, undisputed S tier. Actually, if you ask good players, very disputed. However, we're not one of those. We're here to dance. I will need some support. Like support for cleanup? Fine, I won't be a comedian. So let's execute strategy that saved my ass not once or twice, and it's my go-to if I don't know what to do. Primary monkeys. Look at those walls. It does look like a good Juggernaut map. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Early on Sauda will carry us. Well, actually, we're leaking here and there. 302 boomerang monkey. Go! No more leaks. Got them Bloons. One Juggernaut please. My instinct told me map looks bouncy bouncy, so we need to get those balls. Quicker crosspath. Like you know, quick shot, crosspath, quicker crosspath, instead of better crosspath. Fine, I'll stop. My lord, if you money spend on middle path cannon way, the Moab I will eliminate. So I did, bong. And also I had to use swords on 37 to eliminate rest of camos. Whoa. Hey look, we have a village now. And yes, we can see camo. More glaives, Ice Monkey for later, and now save up for Ultra Juggernaut. Third time. You know, I had hard time with this map. Like, hard time. Now it finally feels like everything is coming together. So it is quite a ride, this map. I remember when I was strategizing around this, and I looked at this eye in the middle, I checked and the price is consistently increasing, so I thought, this cannot be worth it. Just so you know, later on it cost thousands to open. I gave it a lot of thought, I really wanted to use it because positioning is just so good, but in the end I was like, it smells like a noob trap, so I just left it. Anyway, Ultra Juggernaut. More damage on cannon, bigger balls. Then we're adding military draft, also known as primary mentoring. Yes, monkeys, you will fight our wars whether you want it or not. Free ice upgrade. While playing live, I had concerns.
Everything looks okay for now, but I'm just wondering how am I dealing with bad. I know that bad is coming from the top on this map. I'm not worried about popping it, I'm afraid about dealing with whatever's gonna pop out of it.
And by the way, we just dealt with 63. We got Castle Rerock. Next we save for Glaive Lord, and after some thought I decided to go for middle path boomerang with bottom cross path to hit DDTs. Also I added an alchemist. I'm still concerned a bit because it looks like fortified mobs on 98 or fortified DDTs on 99 can cause some trouble. I debated saving for super brittle instead for a moment, but I decided to stick with tier 5 boomerang. I helped myself with permacharge on 98 and got Purple Friend's worst nightmare. I was hoping to save abilities for 100, but these fortified DDTs were too close for my liking. With my spare money I added Alchemist, and here it is. Final boss.
Oh my god. Please. For fuck's sake.
If I lose on round 100, I would rage quit, but you tried again and again. Rodrigo Bernardo 7436. I can feel you. I did. I want this to be over. I want to quit. But quitting doesn't deal with purple friends. Despair doesn't deal with purple friends. I won't give up. I will not be intimidated. I will not yield. I will end up victorious. I just don't know how. Chapter 4. The Noob Trap. I am literally in a state of desperation, so might as well try the obvious and rule it out. Double sub. Oh shit, here we go again. Big Bloons. I wanna see them. Triple sub before hero. So here is the deal. Every 10 rounds it closes and progressively costs 500 more. If we mismanage our money, we will lose on the spot. So we have to remember that. You cannot cheese it. Price is based on the round, not the amount of time you've opened it. So if you have a brilliant idea to save up money and in the 90s open it for cheap, forget it, because it'll be expensive. And auto start this off. Oh boy, that's a big one, isn't it? I have a feeling that whoever is considering trying the eye is like, now, no thanks, no auto start, I'm not doing that, bye bye. Money saved and let's go Brickell. Why Brickell? Because we have buffs in the water, so obviously Brickell. I guess you can do Path too, but Brickell's ability are stronger with water monkeys. And remember, first closing, have 500 ready, voila. Next time we're going to need 1000. Airbust for popping power, and on a second sub, middle path for popping leads. And again, I need to start saving for the eye. By the way, do you know why this map is called Polyphemus? Because why the hell would you name map like that? Other maps are fairly simple, easy to understand, for circles, haunted or monkey mewdown. This, however, have a secret trivia, but to unravel it, we need to talk about Odysseus. What? Yep, let me connect the dots. So Odysseus ended up on the island of giants with his crew, and with provision entered the cave. Why? I don't know. They had wine with them, for mythology logic, so yeah. Once inside the cave, the hostile Cyclops came in and closed the door, by moving a gigantic boulder. That's how Cyclops closed the door, and trapped them inside. The giant Cyclops eat 2 men, next morning eat another 2, and after that he was like, yep, good breakfast, I'm gonna go graze the sheep. In the evening he came back and eat another 2. Odysseus was like, mate, you can have my wine. The giant didn't know the side effect of alcohol, so he got drunk and asked Odysseus for the name. And Odysseus said something that I don't know how to pronounce, but apparently it means nobody. Drunk giant falls asleep, and Odysseus gouged his eye out, and that giant is our Polyphemus. So Polyphemus screamed for help, saying, nobody have hurt me. His giant friends were like, this guy's asking for help, am I gonna go pray for him? In the morning, crew and Odysseus hid under the ship, even though Cyclops blind to not get detected. And he let the ships out for the grace, so they got away. So yeah, there it is, a bit of mythology logic in this story. The closing eye is an obvious reference to Polyphemus becoming blind, but we can open the eye for progressively more money. So you might be wondering, as I was, what the hell happened later? How did Polyphemus regain his sight? Was it temporary? Was the price for his sight higher each time he opened the eye? Well, nothing. Trivia doesn't go any further. It's a bit of a letdown, but reopening of the eye is just a game mechanic, and only eye itself is a reference. To be honest, it would be far cooler if we played this map in the cave instead of island, with eye as it is, and removable boulder in the entrance of a cave, sheeps, empty wine bottle, and perhaps 6 graves to symbolize the crew members that giant ate. It's just me, but I think it would have been cooler. You can look at the map and interpret shape of it as a boat. This boat shape also resembles an arrow, with the eye of Polyphemus positioned at the arrow's tip. This could symbolize a journey towards giant Cyclops, reflecting Odysseus' voyage. And when eye is closed, there are sea waves that also relate to voyage. Although in my opinion it is pretty cool, honestly it's a bit of a stretch. If you're a cool mythology nerd, feel free to explain anything I got wrong in the comments. In the meantime, I upgraded my subs, got glue for range detection, I realized that he can't see camos, So I got Ninja for the other side, added both for popping power, convinced myself that Energizer is a great idea, because of course it is, it gives more XP, so how can it be bad? But this time, I convinced myself by cooldown reduction to Water Monkey's abilities, which is 50%. I did slow down the game a lot to use abilities and make sure I won't die unnecessarily.
Oh my god, that was close.
It is crazy how eye-opening 2500 can be. Come on, it was at least a bit funny, you can give me that. Another close call. I got Energizer. Discounted tier 5 always feels so good. 60 was no problemo, to my surprise. I used my commander whatever the hell speeder attack increaser Brickell ability. On 62 I saved Megamind for fortified mobs. 63 is free with Energizer. I started to deploy Megamines whenever I can. Is it a good strategy? I don't know, but it's what I did. Monkey Pirate. I started using ability to hook up with some mobs. I think it's funny. I crossbuff Energizer for more damage, or I guess more pierce, according to Wikipedia. To be honest, I have trouble understanding this pierce mechanic. If I just increased my pierce, does it mean I just increased the amounts of balloon I can pop in the radius? If yes, does it mean that Energizer pops everything within the radius? However, there is a cap on the amount of balloons and you can increase it with pierce? I guess it makes sense. I am confused because when, for example, I see Dart Monkey projectile and his pierce is gone, so is the dart. But Energizer is the circle. If we're pierced cap on a circle, where does the circle go? Where is it? Still here? Not here? I don't know. I still need to remember to save money for eye. You know, blink and you'll die. This map was so stressful and right now it's so chill. So what does the eye actually do? Is it even worth it? According to Wikipedia, it's 15% discount on every upgrade, 17.6% attack speed, and camo detection. When I initially thought about it, I was straight up dumb. When you do calculation and place everything on the eye, it is a really good deal, amount of money spent is very similar, and if you put everything on water, it's even less. On top of that, positioning is great, on top of that, you will pick better crosspath. Think about both for a second. Instead of camo detection, you'll go for strength or speed, and then on top of that, you'll have increased attack speed. When I look at it this way, it is sort of no-brainer, but well, it turns out I am no-brainer. Pirate Lord is here. It's not as strong as current version on live server. This recording is from patch 43. It really took me a long time to put it all together. Not only that, I have already recorded next 6 maps on a previous patch. It's just that it took me a long time to put this together, but to be honest, I am very proud with how this one went. I'd appreciate if you subscribe and help me get into 1000 subs milestone. Another sheep. Oh my god, I just realized this map is in shape of a sheep, and sheep is a sheep, but not a sheep, but sheep. Not the Titanic sheep, but animal. So, this map being a sheep being a different sheep, can be a reference to a sheep from Polyphemus story. Huh? Huh? Okay, how far am I stretching now? Super plane upgrade. Am I the only one who thinks it's weird that boat tier 5 is actually a bunch of lanes? On the other hand, it is aircraft carrier, so I guess it makes sense. Anyway, I realized that only water monkeys are getting discount, even if I place something within the range of flag carrier. But regardless, I got alchemist, made sure to remember that I need 4500 for the last eye-opening operation. I tried to snap 3 DDTs with ability. I didn't even consider MIB because I was like, DDTs, camo, I've got this. Lead, I have fire on my grape shot, I'm good. However, I forgot they have also black properties, which makes them immune to explosions, I think. And lead means that plenty of my sharp, I think, attacks from subs and boats will do nothing. What's the deal with immune to explosions? Megamind surely looks like an explosion, but it looks like it is very effective. Does it bypass explosive immunity? I guess explosive abilities do. This lack of damage should have been eye-opening, but it wasn't. Or at the end of 95, was it? Anyway, it was a close round. Purple Friend Nightmare. With abilities we're getting through this round somehow. 98 is really scary. Part of me wants to get Mortar with Shattering Shells to get rid of Fortification. The other wants to get Sapper achievement eventually. As I said it, I realized that Moab class balloons also count towards it. I always understood it as if Fortified Moab class balloons also count. And I'm dead.
Really? Please, for fuck's sake.
I restarted last round, tired a bit, and in unsatisfying fashion settled for gold border. For around a second, because I'm not gonna go through all that shit and settle. We've got so far, we're going till the end, no question asked. Round 24. Back at it again, triple into my Brickell friend. Going again through Polyphemus hell. Round 40, no problemo. Everything is well. Eye-opening operation, carefully using abilities to excel. Getting rid of BFB, cause we're capable and free. Winning this black border. is really up to me. We're not giving up, even though it's hard. We've got good strategy, now it's execution part. Some balloons are close to exit. Will it fall apart? Do we need to go again? No, we've got it with a snipe. Moving forward and upgrading. There's nothing scary in rush rounds. Energizer Brickell ships, truly playing from the heart. We support them with some back. They support us with attack. Got Alchemist for potions of his to help out with DDTs. Ships are hooking up with them. Mega Mine will bring them death. This ain't easy walk on beach. Brickell max level is reached. 98, it's you again. This time I will get ahead. Round 100, I'm almost there. Abilities take me there. Just in time when stakes are high. Preemptive strike ready to fly. Purple friend, you thought I've lost. I came back with what I want the most. This black border will be mine and I'll make you cry. This time, you stand no chance. I've mastered every move, enhanced my stance. With every strike I seal your fate. Victory is mine, there's no debate. Now the final chapter closes, I won't give you any roses. What? I don't know, I've lost it, but I won it. This is it. This is the final chapter and black border. Oh my god, this was quite an adventure. Thank you for joining me on this ride, and you know what was the most painful part? Not seeing how pink slide on water park is the game changer. Go ahead and check this video out. Thank you for watching, bye bye, like and subscribe.